Hi everyone! Untouched audiences, loyal moderation, low competition. All these applies to local networks. They are still an underrated source of traffic, which means they are at least worthy of your attention and at most of your time and effort. Let's talk about them now. You are on the Dr.CASH channel. Let's go! So, in addition to global platforms where the majority of people drive, there are also local ones. They differ in that they usually cover only one or a few regions. And many may ask, why do we need them? We need them because local networks allow you to get access to local social networks, messengers, news and entertainment portals, browsers, and so on. And if you consider that not all people are in Facebook or pump their ADHD in TikTok, then we get a target group which isn't still too tired of ads and continues to remain so to this day, because as you will learn below, there are also its disadvantages. Well, if we take into account that we can drive from local networks through native ads and even from favorite news portals and resources that enjoy the authority and trust of the population, our ads, by default, will have a solid amount of trust. As for moderation, it is less demanding here than in global networks, as the guys need to eat, and our money for them isn't a drop in the ocean, as for Facebook, for example. Speaking of money, the price of traffic here is also pleasing, because as I said, local nets are not particularly popular among pubs, and therefore there is low competition. Thus, we get this list of pros of local traffic sources: fresh users, access to local publishers, loyal moderation, affordable price for traffic, and low competition. Now for the cons. Depending on the sources, there may be different nuances, but first of all, you need to be prepared for the fact that communication may take place in the local language of geo. In the case of working with small networks, it's necessary to remember that locals prefer working with locals and no sweat, so don't be surprised if they aren't approachable. In large local networks, on the contrary, the quality of service is top-notch. A separate issue is payment. At the moment, of course, crypto and international cards are popular, but it may happen that payment is required in the currency of geo, or through some specific means of payment, or through accredited agencies you will have to string up. The next thing you have to deal with is difficulties with the support team. This includes language barriers and time zone differences. Also, among minor nuances, interface in the language of geo, billing in the local currency, meaning you'll have to deal with conversion to the current rate. Also, we may face the lack of macros and we'll have to mark ads manually. Here's a list of negative qualities of local nets, but don't let them scare you. If you figure all out, the effort will pay off. By the way, when choosing networks, keep in mind that the juiciest platforms and best conditions are found among the locals. Now we logically approach the question how and where to look for local sources. In fact, it's not easy, but it's possible. Most articles and resources refer to similar web as service for analyzing sites for ad placement. There we can see the leading platforms in different geo. We select the direction we are interested in, then the country, and immediately see the list. To make it easier for you to start, in this video we will share with you the top networks for 4 regions from which our pubs are driving traffic. Let's start with the top 3 local nets for Europe. Here we can highlight Adreno, one of the largest and constantly developing networks with native and media ad, which is more than 10 years old. Next is Midas network, a PPC native net. It's popular for Croatia. Ads are shown via RSS feed there. There are positive reviews about the algorithms for targeting. Content Exchange closes the top 3, the largest media content provider in southeastern Europe. A 20-plus-year-old native net, currently operating in 10 geos. Now let's turn to Asia. Here our webmasters predominantly choose following networks. Popin and Dable are networks with a wide level of coverage in Asian regions, as well as loyal moderation. Popin is praised for its behavioral analysis algorithms, and Dable for its intuitive campaign management and automatic optimization. Advert Native is the third in the Asian top 3. This is a native net covering mainly Vietnam, Indonesia and India. It cooperates mainly with news sites. The next top 3 come from the Middle East. Speakall is very popular here. It relates well to health and beauty products, has a strong annual turnover growth and a clear interface. In addition to the Middle East, it covers the Persian Gulf countries. The net boasts clients like Ford, IKEA, Philips and Huawei. Next comes the equally popular Jubna. The net originates in the United Arab Emirates. It allows you to work with countries in the Middle East, Asia and Africa. They praise the network for detailed targeting. In addition to the standard, here we have age, gender and interests at our disposal. These despite the fact that the network carefully selects publishers. They also know the simple process of scaling and optimizing campaigns, the variety of target actions, detailed reports and the ability to manage bids in different sources. The third place goes to AdFalcon, an ad network that owns 95% of all mobile traffic in Africa. We have an intelligent targeting mechanism at our disposal, which combined with millions of users helps us to find the target audience. In addition, the net is appreciated for its detailed analytics and good communication between managers and clients, i.e. webmasters and publishers. And now let's talk about Africa. Engagea opens the top 3, a native network with 40 billion impressions per month. It is currently praised for its low competition, multi-verticality and friendliness to health and beauty offers. Then there is NG Adverts, a net that offers posting on thousands of African and Nigerian sites. If there are difficulties with creatives, they can advise you what to do. Segnivo is in third place, a net that offers native ads as well as email newsletters. It covers a large number of African countries, but it isn't limited to them. There and the US, Russia, European countries and many others. By the way, they have their own app. Again, local sources are underestimated and it makes sense to test what is what. Yes, it may not be as easy or convenient, but that's what filters out most of the publishers, leaving purses of fresh users for the brave ones. I hope this video was useful for you. Ask questions in the comments and thank you for watching. Stay tuned, hit the like button and may high ROI be with you.